What's up guys, welcome to this video. Today we are actually going to talk about how to use iMovie on your phone. Alright, so let's get familiar with how iMovie works. What you want to do is you want to click Create New, click Movie. So I can go in and kind of just select the clips I want and we click Create Movie. Now you can scrub through and kind of see a little bit of everything in here. It's like a learning curve. It'll take a little bit to actually get used to, but you get used to it eventually. So this works the same on an iPad using iMovie. So I'll probably be switching back and forth between the two because it's basically the same thing on either one. It's just a bigger screen versus a smaller screen. So now you have your footage in there. You want to add some new clips. You want to add some new clips. All right, so that's really simple. You click right here on the plus button and you have a few options that you can use right here to import video or photos or music from a different place. So you have your moments, you have your videos, you have your photos, you have your albums, you have your audio, you have your camera, you have a voiceover, and you have iCloud Drive. All of which are very handy. So let's go to video real fast and we'll just go to recently added. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna use this right here. All right, when you click on it, it gives you a few options of what you can do after you've clicked. So you can add it directly as it is. You can play it, kind of see what's in there. You can add just the audio from it. That's awesome. You can overlay it over the footage that's there. You can do like those little box screens where it'll come up right here. You can do that, or you can do a split screen where it'll just like slice it right here and you have two screens on either side. Unfortunately, you can't change the color of the little white box that it's in. I really wish I could either change that to black or nothing, but that's just how it is. One thing to note, you can't add overlays where overlays already are. So you can't have these multiple layers like I usually do in all my videos. You can only do one layer. So basically your main layer and then your secondary. You can't have these stacks of layers in here. You can only have two. Okay, so a typical effect that you would do on almost any video is it fades in from black and it fades back out. To do that, it's really simple. You click on a little gear icon right here and you go fade in from black, fade out from black, and you just have those both turned on. You're good to go. Yeah, that one was easy, wasn't it? All right, so now let's split a clip and detach the audio. All right, you can go right here and say, I want to cut it about here. We split it, we go over and we say detach. Now I can drag that audio over here and we can get rid of this clip. And now my audio is still there and it will overlay onto the other clip. Very, very cool. So color grading, yeah, that's out. There's no option in here. They only have the built-in filters, which you can use, or just go without a color grade, or get it right in camera. Yeah, that's the only options you have here. Okay, so what a lot of people like to do is add a title. Yeah, right there it is. Titles can only be added to your main level. Let's go right here. We're gonna split the clip. I'm gonna split the clip again. Your titles are attached to the actual video, so it's not like an overlay, it's attached to the actual footage. You have to get the video down to the size you want, otherwise it'll just, your title would be there the whole length. So that's something to remember. So we click title. You actually have a few options here. So you have pop-up, focus. I'm not gonna read it. That one I like, right there, yep. That actually looks really good. This is not too bad. It's actually a really, really nice title. Okay, so it looks like changing color of the title is out. It doesn't look like you can. So there's something else to remember. All right, so transitions are these little indicators right here in between each clip. You have a few options with the transition. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so on your slide, if you tap it again, you get different directions. So I can slide from the bottom up. I just learned something. I did not see that before. All right, so that's really cool. So you just tap it again. So wipe is the same way. Also, with your transitions, you have this little option for sound effects. So let's see if it has one. Ooh, not bad. They even have a sound for none. There you go. That's all your transitions. All right, adding music. This is the most important part. All right, so we're gonna click that little plus icon again. Gonna go back. Now I kind of keep all my music in weird places. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we're gonna tap that. It's gonna drop it in there. Now this audio is set to the foreground, so it's always in front. It always overpowers everything else, which is great for like a segment where you just have some nice clips and you want the music playing, but you still want to hear the sound from the clips. But this right here has a little bit of talking in it. So what we're gonna do is you go over here to the edit and you set it to background. It's gonna turn that to green and slide it to the bottom. All right, so when you set your music to the background, it automatically fades whenever you're talking or whenever a clip is playing audio. So if I set it to the background and I have a clip where I'm talking, then I have a clip where I'm like, I don't know, I'm doing something and I'm not talking, I take that clip and I set the audio down all the way. And that background clip automatically will come up and then go back down and come up and go back down whenever I'm talking or when I'm not. And it's not like I take a breath and the audio comes up. It looks at your clip that has sound and it just keeps it down for that whole level, and then it brings it back up like in the transition or whatever. So that's really, really cool. And then if you don't want that to happen, then you just take that clip and you set it back to the foreground. It'll turn blue and it will overpower everything else. All right, that's awesome. The very last thing is exporting. That's an important part of video editing. All right, so let's export. What you're gonna do is you're gonna click done, and then you wanna click little share button. We're just gonna click save video. And now you have a few options how you can save it. You can save it as a medium, 360, large, HD 720, that's not really HD, 1080 or 4K. So now it's exporting the video, and just so you guys know, this entire video was edited on probably my iPad in iMovie. So if you guys think it's not possible or it's just too difficult, it is, because I'm going to do it. I haven't done it yet, but it's great for assembling, and it looks like it's done rendering. I am actually videoing this on a camera, not my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the SD card into my MacBook, and I'm going to airdrop all that footage to my iPad and then start editing like that. If you had an SD card reader that plugged into either your phone or your iPad, that would work the same. There we go. It is exported. Bing! If you guys are watching this, then you know I succeeded at editing on my iPad in iMovie. So there you go. Now you know you can do it. It is usable. It's a great program. Very, very simple, very straightforward, and anybody can edit on it. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, iMovie is free to you. It's very simple, and it even comes with some built-in themes and music. So you can't go wrong. You just got to give it a try. I'm DJ Koren, and I will see you in the next video. By the way, this effect is probably done in After Effects. Bye.